On up here on stage and check in with our drum registration. Lead singers for Otter Trail, Showtime, and Young Spirit. Man, oh man, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, those dancers were on point. Ooh-wee. As our ladies are up here exchanging notes and talking things over, we want to say thank you to each and every one of you for making your way over here to the Tingley Coliseum to be a part of this great celebration. And we want to say thank you to the PowWows Committee once again for bringing us all together where we can celebrate life through song and dance. A lot of our folks, they come from all over Indian country. My family and I, we always enjoy ourselves in this area. We get to go to Old Town and check out the malls, have Mexican food. And also, we want to acknowledge Pearl Santamaripa. She came out here to acknowledge these ladies. She's one of our elders from up there in the Northwest Pacific area. And we see her all over Indian country. And she dances and she enjoys herself with her beautiful family. I personally, I got to see her up there at Muckleshoot, Legends Powwow. We got to see her in California. They travel all over, so it's good to see you, Pearl. We wish you well, safe travels. It's good to see you. Oh, best wishes. And she always has nice words and good things to say. She has lots of stories. Yeah. She's going to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are my younger generations of our traditional dancing, of our traditional dress. Right now, my heart's bursting with happiness because I've been away from home since 1960 and married 56 years to my man. He's a northern Paiute from Nevada. Each one of these dresses, I can tell you where they're from. They're from Pendleton, Yakima, Umatilla, Warm Springs. That's the most important thing. We're all one between the Nez Perce, the Colville, Yakima, Warm Springs, Umatilla reservations. We're all as 5 nations, we're one people. But each time we can see our women in our dresses and we can tell where they're from, we don't have to be told. That's what's beautiful about our people. That's why when our Creator, He gave us a blessing, it says, this is how we are. This is how we will be. It is something when He erases the tracks behind you that no one can take it and redo it and say it's theirs, because it is not. It belongs to the Northwest women, the same as our style of dress. When we go anywhere, we automatically know who we are, just like they know who I am. My dress is Umatilla. My design is Walla Walla. So again, I'm their great-great-great-aunt. They're 3 generations below me. Morning owl, acacia, all of them. And it's beautiful to see this. But my heart feels bad because my dress is in a trunk. My horse trappings and my Indian saddles in the trunk. Since I've been away from home, I have not used it. I've used the older style, the yoke, the basket hat, and they all know me by that also. So again, thank you, young ladies. It was good to see home again.
Yeah. Thank you, Pearl, for those beautiful words. Ooh. You know, that's what it's all about. To share the knowledge and pass down the traditions like that. I want to encourage all you young people to listen up. And also, we want to say thank you to the Miss Indian World Committee once again for sponsoring this special. How about a round of applause for our Miss Indian World Committee? And I'm going to turn the microphone. Yep. Okay, I'm going to turn the microphone over here to Nikki.
So on the behalf of the committee, we're going to first select our third place winner.
All right, they're going to choose the third place winner.
Nope, no. Diatihi White from the Coeur d'Alene tribe. Second place winner. Lydia McLeod, Nez Perce tribe. First place goes to Simpson Heavy Runner, Lapwai, Idaho. Lim Lynch Inchas Ba'us on behalf of the Miss Indian World Committee for all the short fringe dancers and to the Gathering of Nations for bringing this this style that's very close to my heart to Albuquerque. Lim Lynch, thank you.
How about another round of applause for all of our participants that took part in this beautiful special. Thank you, ladies. Thank you to the committee up here. You did a wonderful job. All right, Gourd dancers, get them on. The committee has requested Buck Wild to sing our Gourd dance session here. At this time, I just got word that our singers are excused for dinner break. We're going to get into our Gourd dance part of this celebration. And like I made mention a while ago, the PowWows committee is calling upon Buck Wild to render those Gourd dance songs for us this evening. And they asked me to come present some tobacco to the brothers here. So, ooh. Rusty Kozad, are you in the house? All our Gourd dancers, get them on, get ready, it's that time. All right, we need the lead singers for Otter Trail. Oh, Young Spirit and Showtime. Otter Trail already came up. So lead singers, Young Spirit, Showtime, come on over. All right, some of our helpers here, they're going to bring our singers some water. I know that sometimes it gets a little dry out there. We're in the desert. All right, Gourd dancers, get them on. We're going to change the program up a little bit. Man, we have a full house today. Many, many tribes and nations represented here at the 2019 Gathering of Nations Powwow. So the committee, they called upon Buck Wild, coming at us from Chinle, Arizona, to take care of our Gourd dance here this evening. You know, I've known these gentlemen for quite some time now, and they carry themselves well. They know a lot of songs. They carry on the traditions, Geron and Weston Soul. They're real wildcats. Hey, from Chinle. Oh, we have some wildcats up there. We have anyone from Chinle in the house? Oh, nobody's home right now. Anyone here from Window Rock? Bernadette John, she's looking for your family. Come on over here, Bernadette John. Your parent is looking for you. Bernadette, get over here. Hey, earlier we had a lost child, and I asked that little child, well, what's your name? She said, baby. Well, what's your mama's name? Mama. Well, what's your daddy's name? Uncle? God. Hey, that little guy. You know, us Indians, we have lots of humor. We like to have fun. You know, as Native people, you know, we have lots of humor. We make relations with good friends. We make brothers, nephews, uncles, grandpas, all over Indian country. And as Native people, we sure like to tease. We like to have fun and make relationships, see each other at the next gathering. You know, that's how it is. So every now and then when the announcer has a good joke, you know, he'll throw it out there and to have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, you see this handsome young man sitting over here on the west side of the arena and rigged up in his Kiowa regalia, that beautiful pink shirt. Only real men wear pink. Hey. But anyways, my Sagi there, my uncle, Rusty Kozad, they called upon him to serve as the head gourd dancer for this afternoon. And some of you may know Rusty and the family. They're a family that's been around for many, many years, members of the Kiowa Nation of Oklahoma. He's the youngest son of the late Leonard and Velma Ahedi Kozad Sr. His ceremonial adopted parents are Kenny and Louise Scabbyrobe. He currently resides in Farmington, New Mexico with his lovely wife Tiffany and sons Sebastian James and Price Spotted Horse and daughter Derica. He has 7 daughters and 5 sons and 14 grandchildren. He was raised in a traditional Kiowa way of life, values and protocols and ceremonies, such as the Taipei, the Gunga, Tongoiga, Ahoma societies, the Kiowa Chapter Native American Church. He was baptized at the Cedar Creek Methodist Church in Carnegie, Oklahoma. At an early age of 15 years old, he was ceremonially initiated and given rights as a whipman by the late Woodrow Woody Bigbo, the original whipman of the Taipei Society of Oklahoma. He's been ceremonial initiated into the Kiowa Gourd clan when he was asked to be drumkeeper by his late uncle Walter Colity, headsman of the Kiowa Gourd clan. So this gentleman here, he's been around for a long time, and we see him singing around that big drum. He and his brothers, they formed the Kozad family drum group, and they've won many championships all over Indian country. And they participated at different tribal fairs and gatherings. And lately, we've been seeing him dance around in the men's Southern Straight category. He has a love for this way of life and his traditional teachings. And later on in the program, you're going to see that spirit. He carries on those traditions that were passed down, as I made mention yesterday. There's a lot of songs and ways that we have in our societies and our ceremonies. And he's one of the individuals that carries it on in a good way. But all I want to know is how many horses and sheep did he pay to get his bride? Hey. But yeah, Maseki here, he's been living around Farmington for quite some time now. We sure miss him at home. Hey. It's good to see. Every now and then we have to come out here and check on him, make sure he's all right. But yeah, it's good to see you, Rusty. Thank you for accepting in a good way. Ahoo. And also, I talked about the Buck Wild Singers. Them too, we see them all over, participating at PowWows in Indian country. They're young men, but they're very knowledgeable about these songs. And that's what it takes to be a singer. A lot of times these singers, they'll sit at the powwow from 10 or 11 o'clock a.m. all day, all evening, till about 11 or 12 at night, singing all these beautiful songs that we dance to. And so I just wanted to acknowledge my brothers and my nephews out there at the Buck Wild Drum Group. Thank you, Weston. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here with us this evening. And so we got word from our powwow committee that we're going to start our gourd dance portion of this incredible celebration. So ladies and gentlemen, you're going to witness the gourd dance part. So we're going to go ahead and turn it over here to our singers at this time. Oh, hey. Oh, those are some beautiful songs. At this time, we have an honoring over here on the west side for our head gourd dancer, Mr. Rusty Kozad. Hi-cha! Thank you, thank you. some beautiful music. Oh, man, that was awesome. Hey, we have Cody Island in the house. We have Earl Naconi. Man, oh, man. Thank you, dancers, for coming out this evening. You look wonderful. That spirit was in the house. The drum group made them dance. Man, Mickey had me liking it. Hey. So on behalf of our head Gourd dancer, we want to say thank you to all you gentlemen and ladies that made your way out here to dance with him this evening. You know, this style of dance and this way of life is it's very important to my Sagi, Rusty Kozad, and he made mention to me earlier that he felt good and that he's going to carry it on the best way he knows how. And you know, back in the day, you know, we used to head down that way around Hog Creek. And, the Kozad family, you know, they're members of the Native American Church too, so he knows what it's all about to be in that teepee and to be in this circle right here. And just good to see him and thank him for accepting in a good way. Ahoo. Our MC/AD, he's going to bring you guys some water. Ahoo. It's good to see my daughter here, James Edwards. You know, it's been many years. You know, his folks and he and his brothers and sisters, they moved out here quite some time ago. And so I got to catch up with him and visit, talk about our folks back home in the Pawnee area. Cheyenne country. You know, he too, he's been on the microphone, you know, off and on these last few years, and he's got a lot of knowledge that was passed down to him from his father and his mother and his uncles and grandpa. So I want to say thank you, James. Ahoo, it's good to see you. And also, we have a lost phone up here that has a Mountain American Credit Union card in the back. Deja Gallegos, come on over. We have your phone up here. Mom called you 10 times. You're in trouble. You got 10 missed calls from Mom. The next one, I'm going to pick it up and answer it. Hey. And I believe the horse parade's going on right now as well. And also we have two car keys that were turned in. One of them looks like a rental car. It's a Toyota. What is that? It says Toy Trav 2. It's white. Nevada license plate. It looks like a rental car set of keys. So if you lost your keys to your white rental car, come on over here. We got it. Or we have it. And this other set looks like an Oldsmobile key. We have it up here. License number PFP 147, Alero, silver. So if you have that type of car, we might have your keys up here. So come on over. Are these your keys, or is this your phone? Oh, she now can drive home. Hey. That's a beautiful sight there, Segi. You got all that help that came to sit with you. Man, I feel good for you today. I feel happy for you. Oh, a lot of help this evening. We want to say thank you again to all of our Gourd dancers. You guys look keen this evening. We should have a tribal roll call. Hey. How many Navajos do we have in the house? How many Pueblos do we have in the house? Oh, that's a close one. How many Apaches do we have? How many Kiowas do we have? Oh, that was beautiful. You know, ladies and gentlemen, throughout Indian country, we hear our ladies, they lulu. They sound beautiful. So on the count of 3, I want to ask all of our ladies to give us your most beautiful lulu you have, okay? And we're going to do it all together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh. That's the kind of sound our warriors heard when they came back into the village after a fierce battle. Thank you, ladies. All right, where's all our warriors at? On the count of 3, I want to hear your fiercest war cry. Are you ready, warriors? 1, 2, 3. Oh, give me the chills. Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that was the last sound that Custer heard on the battlefield. Hey. Yeehaw. On behalf of the PowWows Committee, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that made your way over here. We have a nice, good turnout this evening. And don't forget, if you feel a little hungry, go check out our concession stands outside. Go check out the vendors. There's a lot of nice arts and crafts up for sale. So feel free to roam around, check it out. We have PowWows t-shirts for sale right outside the door here. Don't forget about the significant other at home, babysitting the kids. Yeah. All right, nephew, anytime you're ready, we're going to turn on back over here to our center drum for another set of some beautiful Gourd dance songs. And it's good to see Earl. Man, it's been a while. Don't forget, dancers, grand entry is scheduled for 6 o'clock p.m. this evening. We're going to have the Miss Indian World crowning this evening. Ahoo. beautiful. We still have room, dancers. Feel free to come on in and shake a tail feather with us. Ooh-wee. All right, at this time, Earl, he's calling my brother and I down here. about a round of applause for all of our dancers and our singers? That's what it's all about right there. Man, oh man. Those singers, they had me tapping my toe up here. I'll tell you what. Woo, man. Yeah, I want to say thank you to all those singers that made their way over here to share your good Gourd dance style with us. Those are some awesome songs. Those songs, they've been around for many years, and we're still utilizing them today. Trying to carry on the traditions and pass on the culture in a good way like that. And it's always good to see all these young boys, young men and women, participate and be a part of our gatherings. I see these two young men sitting down here on the end. I see these two young ladies over here, and that's what it's all about. So I want to say thank you to those young people that are taking part and being a part of this Gourd dance. Yeah. Boy, those dancers, they were getting it. They were dancing so hard, I think I burned 130 calories just watching them. Hey. Thank you, Daryl. Good to see you again. Ahoo. Yeah, Daryl, he's one of our native police officers here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's always good to see him. And he makes his way over here to sing a few songs and take part for a few minutes. And we really appreciate him and his work that he does and his support that he has for the Gathering of Nations here. So thank you, Daryl. It's always an exciting feeling when we make our way westbound from Oklahoma. I come from a place called Pawnee, Oklahoma, but I've been living in a place called Shawnee, Oklahoma for about 18 years now. I'm a member of the Sac and Fox Nation, but I also represent the Pawnee, Oto, Cheyenne, Kiowa, Apache, and Tonkawa tribes. Man, oh man. I have just as many ingredients as a jar of Heinz 57. Hey. But I tell you what, when we get on that I-40 and head westbound, we get excited. We get to dance here at Gathering of Nations. We get to see old friends and make new friends. And we get to check out little Anitas and Sadies and Los Cuates. Woo-wee. Some of my brothers took that tram up into the mountains. It's always a fun time to be here. And I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to make those memories that'll last a lifetime here at the Gathering of Nations 2019. Those kind of memories that are going to pop up in midwinter. And you're going to think, man, oh man, I can't wait for Gathering next April. Woo-wee. It's always an awesome sight to see all those dancers dance into the arena. They represent many tribes, they're different ages. I'll let you know that we're still carrying on this way of life. And it's good to see Beulah. Haven't seen her in a little while. Got to come out to Albuquerque and see Beulah and check on her. Hey. Yeah, later on you'll get to witness the Miss Indian World crowning. That's going to be awesome. So call a friend, text a family member, and tell them to come on over because we have a big schedule later on in the program. You get to watch the finals of the pageant. You get to see all the adult categories compete. Their last round tonight. We have many different categories here at the Gathering of Nations. Yeah, it's good to see Earl. So yeah, we come here in a good way to make memories and enjoy ourselves. So that's what we're doing right now. And I see that the grandstands are packed. Man, it's going to be awesome. Did we have anyone from a different country? Anyone from over the ocean somewhere? Raise your hand. Anyone from Europe or Sweden? Where y'all from? Where? Over there? Is that Ganado? Hey. He said over there, Paige. It's a different country. Hey. He didn't say over there, he said over there. You know, if you ever ask a Native American for directions, they always point with their lips. They don't know street names, they don't have addresses, but they say, you go over that way, 3 streets, and then you turn this way, then you go 4 streets, and then you go back this way, and then it's right there. That's how we give directions. We point with our lips. Yeah. So remember that. And a lot of our tribal people, we don't have hands on our watches. We're always on Indian time. If we're supposed to be here at 4 p.m., we get here at 4:20 or 4:28, and we're right on time. Hey. Isn't it, Wes? But yeah, the powwow trail is in full effect. Gathering of Nations usually starts us off in the springtime, and next weekend some of us will be in Lumberton, North Carolina. I'll be on the microphone over there. Do we have any Lumbies in the house? Where you at? Yeah, I'll be over there next weekend. Let's see, what else we... All right, they found the owner of that vehicle. Thank you. James and I was going to borrow it for the 49 tonight. Hey. Yeah. We're going to leave our cars parked here at the Tingley. We was going to use that one. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so it's always good to see my good brother here, James Edwards, you know. Got to dance with him when we were kids, and you know, we performed a few times together. Our fathers, they kept us around this circle for many years, and one time we was in Nebraska. We performed when we were kids, huh? That was the good old days.
Was at Trenton, Nebraska, and that was the first time I ever seen anybody barbecue a pig underground. I'd never seen that before. Me and this guy, first time. Then we kind of went over to that pig. They was digging it up. Here I thought they just had it buried in there. I didn't know they had coals in there, you know. Dang, all that meat kind of fell apart, and they was telling us it was chicken and all kinds of stuff, because it still had that, you know, that skin on there. And you know, those kinds of trips and stuff. When you're 8, 9 years old, you know, first time going off somewhere, you know, those are those little details, you know. But we was able to go to, you know, our homelands in Nebraska and do these dances. You know, and we go way back. We're little bitty guys, you know, dancing at Pawnee together and going off different powwows and seeing different things. So it's good to see my brother here, you know, speaking for this Gourd dance. You know, all of you folks out here, you know, a lot of you, the majority of you, know who he is and where he comes from and where he's been and what he does. And, you know, just honor for him, like he said, you know, as well as for me. And I've done some Gourd dances around here in Albuquerque, several powwows, and, you know, it's always an honor. It's always humbling, very humbling for us. You know, this is a very different thing that is kind of separate from the powwow. It's its own event. It's its own thing. It's alive. This dance honors those who serve their people, their community, you know. And this way that you see it, that you folks are seeing this Gourd dance, you know, this format of it. You know, there's several tribes who do this, but among the original tribes, you know, what you're seeing here, this comes from our Kiowa relatives. You know, the way that this dance is conducted and glad we got our Segi over here, Rusty, to, be head man for this, to lead these dancers. It's appropriate. This dance was brought out here by our Kiowa relatives. So all these folks out here, our Dene relatives and our other tribal relatives around four corners, We want y'all to see that and know that and to acknowledge it too. I'm a member of Cheyenne Gourd Society, and our head man is here. Just wanted to acknowledge him, Cody Ian. Our War Shield Gourd Society. We're very proud to be part of that, and I always respect our Kiowa relatives for, putting it in this way, in this manner for us, and reviving it, keeping it alive. It's a beautiful thing, these songs, these dances. My brother here, we was talking about that, yesterday and today, about, when they bring things like this, it brings a good feeling to the powwow. It brings a good feeling to the doings. There's healing in these songs. Those one of the things that, wherever we've been and all these things we've done, we always acknowledge those things, as MCs and as singers and as dancers, and it's hard to overlook that, it's such a powerful feeling. So, I appreciate the opportunity to say a few words here, brother.
Yeah, thank you. It's really good to see you too. Like you made mention, we go way back. We were young boys, and we were doing performances with our fathers and our mothers up there. We hit the powwow trail. We danced together. Yeah, we were always on the first float at all the parades. Me and this guy. Back when we were fancy feather dancers. Hey, that was about 130 pounds ago. Hey. But nowadays they call us Carbdashians. Yeah. Because we love carbs. Hey. All right, nephew, our dancers are ready to dance. So we're going to go ahead and turn it back over to our center drum for another beautiful set. Ahoo. And we want to acknowledge our singers again. They come to us from Chinle, Arizona. They're the true Wildcats. Picture, picture.